Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Griefdrums and this is my map guide to the Rainbow Six map Oregon. So we're going to start off with a couple of drone placements. A lot of these might be known, some of them might not be, but you can jump up here on this fridge for a start and it's really easy to blend into all of the jars and the cans and stuff like that. In the kitchen area, there are so many places you can hide by jumping up on top of this microwave and then up onto the top of the cupboards. Again, it offers a really good view of the room and it's very unlikely that you'll get spotted up here or on top of any of the cupboards for that matter. This is on the opposite side of the kitchen to where the fridge is located. There's a lot of boxes up here which can hinder your movement, but you can jump around over the top of them and you can still get a really good view of the room. Obviously, you know, you can see where the hostage is and you can see over into the corners as well. This is in the stage area. It's quite tricky to get to, but it is doable, and it's doable on your first go as well. It's just a bit of practice, but you can jump up on top of the whiteboard. This, again, no one is going to really see you here because they're not looking for it. As long as you're not tagging enemies, you're unlikely to get spotted. Over in the other side of the stage area, a lot of people jump into this cabinet, but if you jump on the side of the chair, you can actually get on top of it, which offers you a much better vantage point. Behind the stage, you've obviously got the tower. In the tower, you can jump up on the side of the boxes and keep going up until you actually jump up on top of the beam. Again, really good vantage point, very unlikely to get spotted, especially if you stay into one of the corners. You can move around really easily up here as well, cutting across the main beam or just going around the outside of the thing to get a better view. On to some attacking tips now. If the defenders are hunkering down in the basement and you know this, by coming up to the top floor you can actually blow the floor above the stairs going down. That way anyone that's down there covering it is going to get a nasty surprise when you appear shooting down at them. 9 times out of 10 there will be someone just hiding at the bottom of the stairs or even at the top waiting for people to come through the door. But this takes everyone by surprise. They expect you to come through the door and you don't. You appear from above them. 9 times out of 10 they're not going to have sufficient cover to protect themselves, and this is a nice easy kill. As far as the hatch goes, if the defenders are hunkering down in the basement, this will be reinforced. If you've got a thermite you can obviously get through it, but very often over to the right there are guys hidden and you can't see them because of the tight angle. By putting a murder hole, which sounds strange considering you're on the attacking team, but by putting a murdering hole on that side, you can actually get a much better view. I'll open up the whole wall just so you can see. I mean, there's nothing stopping you doing this in the game, but by doing this you increase the angle and the amount that you can see into that room. When downstairs playing as a defender, it's very likely that people are going to be coming through the construction site. This wall here is actually destructible, obviously, and a lot of people reinforce it. You get a really good view down into the construction site entrance. Because the wall is destructible, you can quite easily be shot at. So instead of making a big hole up here where they are, put one down in the bottom right of this wall. Because there's an object on the other side, it will be hidden from any attackers that are coming in from that way. This allows you to get the drop on them, because by the time they get round to seeing it, you've already lined them up with your sights. As far as defending goes, very often you'll find roamers up here if they're defending the master bedroom. By breaking this window, you get a really good view of anyone attacking the master bedroom double window, and they're not expecting to see you behind them. A direct counter to this is they end up lying down there to hide, but the floor below them is destructible, so putting a couple of rounds into this as you start the game is a pretty safe bet. If you're defending the master bedroom and these set of stairs, by putting a murder hole over here on top of the bed area, you get a really nice line of sight down onto the stairs. This is far enough behind any attackers that they're not going to see it. It's too high up and on the left, and they're going to be too preoccupied covering the room on the right and the end of the stairs. Again, here's another one for roaming or lurkers. By coming up into the stage area, right at the very top, and opening these windows, you get a brilliant view of most of the rooftops outside. If you're defending the master bedroom, people aren't really expecting to see you here, and if you wait long enough into the game, you can totally get the drop on them with all of their backs turned. This is more of an attacking tip against the master bedroom. Very often defenders will be hiding over in this corner behind the bunk beds for the cover. However, I'm going to open up the floor just to show you where this opens. This room downstairs is directly below it. So putting a couple of shots into here, you're probably likely to light someone up, and their health is at least going to be lower than they were expecting it to be at the beginning of the round. Back to defending the downstairs area. By reinforcing this, if you've got a mute on your team, you can actually move around to the other side of this wall. Now I'm going to use a frost trap here because I'm playing as frost, but by putting a mute charge down here, the radius is actually going to expand out and cover that reinforcement so that they can't use any charges on it. This won't slow the attackers down forever, but if you can buy an extra 30 seconds, it's 30 seconds they don't have to clear the room and the objective. Just next to the stairs going down to the basement, I've hidden this frost trap. Because there's a shadow there, it's really well hidden and a really nice place to get some kills. Again, the same applies for the dining area. By putting one off to the side of the entrance, it's hidden in the shadows and is bound to get you some injures. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, and hopefully there's some tips in there that you don't already know. If you enjoyed this, make sure to let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate all the feedback I get. If there was just one tip in there that you didn't already know, do me a favour and hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. I'm putting a playlist together at the minute with the rest of the map guides. They should all be up in the next few days. Until next time, guys, happy hunting.
Yeah, that one there. That's where he shot me from. That's him just
through a wall there.
I got my ace. I got my ace.